Hello and welcome to a video where I show you all the ways that you can mob-proof your base. So first up, we've got not full blocks. These prevent all mobs from spawning because the code does not like it. So we've got carpets, slabs, even dirt paths that you use by right-clicking grass with a shovel. Now snow, it doesn't work if it's just one little bit of snow because that's kind of like a ghost block, you can go through it. But if you right click it again and make it a little bit taller, then it's like its own little tiny step, and there you go. Now I've got string here not to tell you to use string, but to tell you that string does not work. Mobs can still spawn in string. Next up we've got moss carpets, which blend really nice and good with grass blocks, so it's good for the outdoors. And then we've finally got trapdoors. Trapdoors are mob proof because again, they are not a full block and they're pretty sweet if you ask me. But if you use a trapdoor like this, then mobs can spawn on top of it because it's like a flat surface, whereas mobs can't spawn on something that's like a half block, like a slab. Do you get the point? Next up, we have transparent blocks. So no mobs will spawn on glass. Never ever will a mob spawn on glass. Same for leaves. Now ice, polar bears can spawn on ice. Got honey blocks, and slime blocks are also unspawnable. Is that the word for them? Unspawnable? Next up, we have redstone components. So redstone dust. Mobs cannot spawn on redstone dust. And same for buttons and levers and pressure plates. It's fun to run on pressure plates. Hoppers, mobs cannot spawn on hoppers. And any kind of rails and also comparators and repeaters, mobs cannot spawn on. So those are all the blocks that will mob-proof your base without using light. Now let me talk to you all about light. So, light. Light helps you see, and light looks nice. Now, generally speaking, hostile mobs will only spawn where light level is 0. In other words, where it's completely unaffected by light. You can check your light level by pressing F3 in Java Edition and looking right where it says client light, and then it will tell you how much light is being produced from the sky and how much is being produced from blocks. What you want to be paying attention to is how much is being produced from blocks. So I've got here all of the blocks that create light, and I'm not going to go through all of them, but I am going to talk about some of them. So the thing about torches is they create lag because of the particle effects that they make, and kind of ugly to just torch spam a room or a land or anything. So avoid using torches. Enchanting table, ender chest, they barely create any light, so it's not worth it. Skulk block, while it doesn't create much light, it could be used to light up an area very dimly and stop mobs from spawning if you use it as a floor and you make like this cool kind of skulky floor kind of thing. Respawn anchors, just be careful with those because if you right click them it blows everything up like a bed in the nether. Now redstone, yes, redstone creates light, but it is a lot of a bother to make it create a constant amount of light. Look at this redstone contraption I've got here. The way to make it constantly emit light is to make something touch it. Not pistons, but it has to be an entity or an item has to walk over it or something. Here I have an awesome redstone contraption so that interesting. There you go, so it has to land on top of the redstone block, and then with this beautiful redstone contraption that doesn't make any noise at all whatsoever, you can make a constantly emitting redstone block to prevent mobs from spawning. Okay, so now I've got some ways to hide your light sources so that you don't have to look at them and see the ugly light sources. So first up, why is this composter a skulk sensor? The heck? Well, I don't know why that composter is a skulk sensor, but I guess it's a skulk sensor now. Carpet can hide a light and it still emits light, so both moss carpet and normal carpet. So this can be handy because you can make the normal carpet blend in with the floor, the color of the floor. Piston heads can emit light, but doesn't work the other way around. Trapdoors, this doesn't block off the light because it's considered a transparent block because of the trapdoor variance. So this works with all trapdoors. Composters, they don't block off the light, which is a cool opportunity because you can make like a plant that glows. Or you could use composter as like a base block in a wall and then put lights behind that. So that's kind of cool. Leaves, now you can see the light, but it could be a way to hide it. And the top of a hopper will still show light. And then shulker boxes, they don't block off light. So you could make like a cool floor that looks like a carpet and still have light underneath it, and it looks pretty neat. Now I have blocks over here that do block off the light and don't light up the place. So snow, no matter what size it is, it will block off the light, which I think is kind of dumb because it's like a carpet and trapdoor can keep the light, but the snow blocks it off. Stairs, slabs, skulk sensor, daylight sensor, lectern, stone cutter. I think you kind of get the point. Like, these blocks that seem like they shouldn't block off the light, they do block off the light. So really just stick to these and nothing can go wrong, right? Alright. So those are some ways to make your base mob proof, but this leaves the question, if you want to make it look pretty as well, what about some outdoor lighting ideas? Well, click the thumbnail on the left and I'll show you some right away. Hope you're having a great week. Bye.